silence. Good morning, YouTube. It's the Lofty Biker here. Just leaving Damerells on my Super SoCo or Super SoCo motorcycle. And the first impressions is the finish is absolutely wonderful. It's far more zippy than the scooter was. This one only carries one battery. It's charged to about 90% at the moment. Oh, better stop. He's coming a bit quick. Yeah, the pickup's quite good. Horn works. Very similar switch gear. Yes, it's much peppier than the scooter. This is more like what I expected an electric machine to be like, with the torque available, instant torque. It's quite small. I wish there'd have been something like this when I was 17. So here we go. 19 degrees C. I'll just give you a quick look down at the finish. Look at this. We've got a big round clock. We've got we've got a brake master cylinder on the right and a brake master cylinder on the left. Everything's hydraulic. The suspension feels a little bit hard. The difference between this and the scooter was a hub motor. This one's got a centrally mounted motor, more like, well, more conventional like the rest of the electric style bikes. We're shooting down here at 40. I'm not really trying, to be fair. It's fairly pleasant. The mirrors aren't too bad. As you can appreciate, everything's got to be pared down weight-wise. Everything's minimalistic, like tiny. It's a bit like a model version of a bigger bike. But to be honest with you, the finish is superb. And it does go quite well, actually. I'm showing 50, quite comfortably up to 50. I am down, slight downhill. We'll have to see what it's like up an hill. Just get the brakes, because it is brand new. I'm the first person to take it out. Brand new bike, how about that? Aren't I lucky? Gotta say, I really enjoy this. Like where I am down in Carbis Bay, nipping up and down the town, I've got my Vespa. But to be fair, one of these, it'd be brilliant. Just have it charged up ready and just nipping it in and out, buzzing up and down, park it anywhere. Absolutely superb. We've got disc brakes all round. There we go, picking up. That's a fairly steep hill. I don't know how charged the battery was, or whether it needs to go through a few cycles of charge, discharge to actually get maximum power. But it's dropped to from 94 to 87. I've got it on flat out. We're in mode 3. There are 3 modes. I'm not sure whether this one's got the reverse, like on the scooter. I better slow down. Hey, we're going too fast. We're in a 30. There we go, nice and steady. It's extremely flickable. The geometry's pretty nice, actually. I'm quite looking forward to showing you this little beauty. Of course, it's not designed for a big fat lofty person like me. 17 odd stone and 6'5". It's not really, but if you was a normal 17, 18 year old, or a bit slightly older, of what I would call standard proportions, thanks mate, alongside the road, between 10 and 12 stone say, and between sort of 5'2" and 5'11", I think this would be absolutely perfect. Tyres hold on well. Up the hill again. Yeah, lovely. Here's the buzz, better get over a bit. Nobody turning, we're safe. I think he's actually going straight on, although he's very close to the car in front. Here we go. We're in the middle of September. We've got a lovely day today. We had a bit of a miserable drizzly day down here in Cornwall yesterday. It's beautiful today. It's quite warm, like I say. It's showing 19 degrees on the clock. I can sneak through here because this is so skinny. You could get it through any gap you want. You could filter between the double white lines. I'm gonna have to be careful. I'll be getting done for speeding. I'm doing 35 and I ain't even looked. There it is. That's more like it, 30. Temper your enthusiasm, Lofty. Temper it. This is a fairly steep hill. It doesn't look it, but it's not even affected it. I haven't had to increase the revs at all. Here we go. Let's give it a bit of power. So just past the garage, we'll take a right for St Stephen. I quite like this course. It's got a little bit of everything. There we go. You have to cancel the indicator. It's the same as the scooter. So let's give it full whack and see what we can get it up to along here in the National. I believe it'll do 60 with a kid on it. There we go. It's a little bench seat. It's quite firm, but comfortable. Okay, I'm doing 55, nearly touching 60. So it's not bad, is it really? Yeah, the suspension's a little bit harsh. See if there's any fork dive. Not really, the forks are quite firm. It's typical motorcycle. Look where you want to go, point it and squirt. Temperature's dropped a little bit in the trees here. A bit of moisture on the road as well. But it's holding firm. We're going down the hill. I've not actually ridden one of the big bikes, the Energicas or the Harleys or anything like that, but this is meant to be for 125 riders. It's meant for a 17, 18, 19-year-old first bike, 125 equivalent. So you're not going to get full power, whatever. But I should imagine those bigger bikes, they must absolutely fly. I certainly wouldn't put anybody off going to test ride in an electric bike. I know it's a bit different. You don't get that aural noise, that the bike talking back to you, if you like, when you're riding. But you soon get used to the silence, you know. It's all about having fun on two wheels, really. And although I quite enjoyed taking the scooter out, I felt the scooter was a bit flat. This feels much, much peppier. But it is the TCMax. It's the top of the range. They do want a bike like this. The standard TC is equivalent to a 16-year-older, a 50cc. I should imagine that's a bit flat. But then again, a 50cc bike's a bit flat, innit? You struggle to do 40. Whereas this, it shoots up to 50. It does handle well, actually. I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like a little kid's motocross bike. Yeah, it does, honest. Let's just test the brakes out. Nobody about. Front brake. Yeah, it's fairly effective. I don't think it's had much use. I do honestly think I'm the first person out on it, so I'm going to try and bed him in a little bit. I'll give it another go. Yeah, that's okay, that is. There's the quarry in the distance. Thanks, mate. Go. Thank you. So I'll just, nobody about, give the back brake a stab. Yeah, to be fair, well, I'm big and heavy. I'm sitting above the back brake, more or less. The back brake is quite effective in comparison. So I'll just whiz it round the corner. Look at that. The ground clearance is good. So down the hill. We're doing 40. Let's ram them on. Oh, yeah. When you've two brakes together, absolutely fine. I'm not exactly sure what the range is on this one. Because I say the other one, the scooter, didn't seem to have as much power. And with two batteries, was up to 80 mile. This has only got one battery, and it has definitely got more pep. So I should imagine you'd get, I think you'd do 30 mile without trying. You can charge it up by plugging it in at the side, or you can actually take the battery out. So if you was at work or something, you had to say you had a spare battery charging, get work to pay for the electric, of course. So you leave your spare battery at work, you ride to work, you switch the batteries home, and then you've got a brand new battery to ride home on the night. So you've got full whack. I think you'd do 30 mile without trying. But how many people actually commute at 17 and do 30 mile? If you was doing 15, 20 odd mile a day, this would be no problem at all. So that's one solution to the batteries. Buy two, keep one under your desk. And you only have to charge it once yourself. The other time, the work can pay for it. How good's that? So this is an uphill section again. I've got it full whack. And we've shot up to 50 on the clock. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's surprising. It's a bigger hill than you think, but yeah, we're doing 50 quite well. You can probably tell by my enthusiasm. I quite like this little bike. Yeah, as it's got a little bit steeper and we've stayed on the hill, it's dropped to about 48, which is to be acceptable. I don't think you'd upset anybody, or you'd be in anybody's way riding this. So it's dropped to 45, it's back up to 50, and we're still going up an hill. I believe its maximum incline is something like 17 degrees or something. That's about 1 in 5.5, 1 in 6, isn't it? It's fairly steep, so I was going to say slow down for the 50, but we don't need to. Put the indicator on, we're going to turn up here and have a look. Yeah, there we go. Rip the throttle back. I thought I was going to do a wheelie then. Okay, no chance. It's got a little belt drive. I'll show you in a minute. So here we are. There's loads of room, I've got to say that. Between my knees and the handlebars, absolute loads of room. A U-turn, well, it's not even a problem, not even an issue. Just balance the power against the back brake. So here we are. Let's get the other camera out and show you what it looks like. Good morning, YouTube. The Lofty Biker here. Look at this little beauty I've just picked up from Damerells in Indian Queens. It's the Super So Co TCMax. The TCMax is the flagship of the range. Okay, here we are. Just give it a quick peruse round. Show you the finish. All LED. Little dinky wheels. We got single disc on the front, badged up LEN, or LBN, is it? LBN. Quite a good mud guard, keep all the crap off the back of you. There's the dinky little seat. So here we go. There is some under-seat storage, not a lot. The actual battery is under here. I'll show you that in a sec. So it's keyless. I've got the key in my hand. I'll just make sure the lock's off. Press the power button, up she goes. That's lovely, isn't it? A nice clock, to be fair. So what have we got in the clock? We've got the mode, so we're in 3, 2, 1. That's good, isn't it? 69% battery. We've done 8. The bike's done 8 mile, I believe. That's all it's done. I think I've just done that. Pretty good, isn't it? I think these, the finish on these is really good. Little dicky Mickey Mouse ear holes. I'm quite impressed. So we got high and low, horn, and then we got indicators. What do you reckon? Belt drive. It's a big sprocket on the back, huge actually. It's got to be about 10 or 12 inches. There's the belt. You can see the little belt. It's not very big. So look at a little vacuum cleaner. carabiner belt. Unbelievable. Well, let's tell you what we got then. Super SoCo electric motorcycle range. There's the TC, which is the 50, the TCX, and the TC Max, which is this one. The TC Max is the big boy in the range. This sits as the flagship with 125 performance. We've got 5 kilowatts of peak power. It's capable of 60 mile an hour with somebody around 75 kilos sitting on it. Not too bad, is it really? It can cost as little as a penny a mile. But of course, like I said, if you charge it at work, that's only half a p a mile. Cracking. 3 to 4 hours gives you the full charge. Use a normal household 3-pin plug. So the actual motor is a 72 volt, the battery is a 72 volt 45 amp hour with the motor centrally mounted in the frame. We've got a monoshock on the back and telescopes on the front. It's 3,900 watts with 5,000 watts of peak, which gives you about 60 odd mile. It weighs 79 kilograms. The seat is 770 mil, which is fairly low, and it's narrow, so you can get on it easy. The actual vehicle itself has got a 2-year warranty with 3 years on the battery and the motor. Like I said, it's belt drive, snazzy little upside down forks, and we got alley rims on it, alley spoked. Lovely. I'll just try and get inside and show you the actual monoshock. There it is. It looks quite a sturdy unit. Like I said, it was quite heavy damped. So let's see if we can get the seat off and everything for you. I've got the key. I'm just going to turn the power off. Make sure it's unlocked. So the seat, there's a little latch under here. You turn it to the left, it releases the rear. There we are. And here's the mechanism. And you turn it to the right and it releases the front. There it is. We've got it up. We've got it up at last. Here we are under the seat. Not a lot of room for anything. I'm surprised the actual seat comes off at all. So that hooks in at the front. And the back. Well, we remove this plate, which is a bit of storage, a bit of a cubby. Oh, it's not that bad actually, is it? We pull it out and there's the battery. It's the same fittings as on the other one. You just push, pull out. There's your spare one. You put the key in here and it releases the battery. I'm not going to get the battery out. It's slightly different shape to the one in the scooter. It is a different design altogether. It's shaped to fit into this void in here. Not bad actually. So we just tuck the back in, push it down. Yeah, like I say, everything's lightweight. Everything is small, flimsy and lightweight. But the finish is good. The general finish, I think, is very, very good. Okay, so what do you reckon? Do you fancy one? This one, the top of the range, just over 4 grand. It's about £4,300 with the alley wheels. You can have spoked options for about an extra £100, I believe. I don't think it needs spokes, do you? What do you think? I think it looks bloody fantastic. I'm impressed with the finish, I am, really am. Anyway, let's get my helmet on. Give it a bit of a thrash down the dual carriageway, see how it gets on. I'll see you in a minute. The Super SoCo. All revved up, down to 70% now. Side stand up, nobody about. Away we go. It's up to 21 degrees sitting here. Here we go. I'm going to go around the island just to get a feel. Here it is. Yeah, but okay. We're going around, holding the road. Lovely, jubbly, lovely. That's absolutely superb, that is. Off we go. Just slow down for the big island. They tend to come quite fast around here. It's the main road down to Newquay. I'll slipping between the little Polo and the VW Transporter. So, take a left down the hill on the dual carriageway. See what she'll do. Here we go. Flat out. Absolutely flat out we are. We can't catch the caravan. Right, so 55. There we go, we've hit the 60. Quite a bit of wind, but not much noise. It's typical naked. This is so much fun. I'm doing 65 down the hill. How about that? That's my momentum carrying this mass. It is full whack. I'm just about overtaking the caravan. This is great fun. There we are. We'll do a right round the island and back up the hill. So all you people who think you're going to lose out when electric takes over, if it ever does, it's still riding bikes, isn't it? It's still fun. Caught the horn there with my big thumb. Shall I race this AMG up the hill? Oh, he's gone. Old G3E, he's away. I don't think we'll keep up with him somehow. So here we are, slowly winding it on up the hill. Anyway, I'll take this opportunity to say, if you've enjoyed the video, if you'd like to see a few more, click the subscribe button, like, always leave a comment. I do my best to answer every comment I can, as to the best of my knowledge. But let's just see how we're getting on, shall we? I've left my indicator on. I saw it flashing. That's one thing you have to be mindful of. You have to cancel it by sliding it across. Right, it's holding steady 50 up the hill, 52. That ain't bad, is it? 52 mile an hour up an hill on a dual carriageway with me on it. We're down to 61%. We'll take a left. Sharp left. Yeah, that was alone. Anyway, this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra! Okay, YouTube. Well, actually, I took it out for a longer ride than in what I showed in the video. Just to let you know how we did with the battery. So we started off with a full battery, more or less. When you get down to about 20% battery, it starts to flash. And it went down from 20 to 17 fairly quickly. I've actually done 23 miles and I'm showing 17% battery power remaining. So in the real world, that ain't bad, is it? So here we are back at Damerells. There's Mark. So I'm pretty impressed, actually. This is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.